extraordinary with AB Boxing. You're here, one of the elite refs in the game of boxing.
Thank you.
Jack Reiss, how's everything?
Everything is good. I'm happy to be here in Atlanta to do this fight tonight. It's going to be a good one.
It's about time. We have a big fight provided by Showtime to come to Atlanta. It's been like what they said, over 25 years.
Yeah, this is a great market for boxing. I'm glad they're here. Really glad.
What does this mean for like just the state of boxing overall? Just to hit a new market in a big platform where everybody's going to see it on national TV.
Oh, it's beautiful. We're getting more and more eyes on boxing every month with all the streaming services, the Zone, ESPN Plus, and then all the regular TV stations that are showing it. And boxing is booming. It's bigger now than it's ever been.
Yeah.
And hitting the markets that have such a great fan base but don't get to come and see something live.
Yeah.
You could tell yesterday by the weigh-in, it was packed. There was hundreds of, maybe 1,000 people there. We don't get 1,000 people in other markets. So this town is starving for some good boxing.
Yeah.
And Floyd was smart coming here.
There you go. We were talking about the weigh-ins right now that you mentioned it. Was there, as a referee, does that play a factor, like let's say for Gervonta Davis that missed weight, 4 hours later he made weight? Is there specific instructions in that perspective leading up to the fight, or fight night itself? Do you say, hey, listen, if I feel like, 1, 2, 3, I might have to stop the fight? If you don't, like, does that give you any concerns when a fighter misses weight?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always concerned when fighters don't make weight. In this case, Gervonta came up in weight, so he had to drop down a little bit, not even back to his normal weight, so I'm not that concerned. But I'm always watching their body language and what kind of damage they're taking and how they're getting hit to decide if I got to pull the plug or not anyway.
Okay. Yesterday it was announced that Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury2 is official February 22nd.
Yeah, it's great.
You was part of that sensational moment. Fury fell down. He got back.
Got knocked down.
Yeah. and when I seen it, I was like, wow, like it was one of those big moments for boxing. I think it transitioned the sport of boxing even more. Is there any like reconsideration, or now that you look at that moment with the, some people says the count was too long, the count, like, have you looked into that again? Or
Of course. Let me just say this, okay? This world today is totally different than my father's world. And boxing has not changed with it, except now it's different. It's different to be a referee today than it was years ago because of social media. There's 100 times more scrutiny on you and what you do than it was in the past. So it doesn't matter what you do in any fight, there's going to be a winner and a loser. Someone's going to be upset. So regarding my decision with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, I am totally comfortable with it. There was something on the internet that was a doctored tape. That really wasn't the time frame.
Okay.
I've done it 100 times. I had people do it. He was up as I was saying 9. I am totally comfortable with it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good move. Fun by him getting up.
Nice. And you think if it happens again, it's going to be the same thing? You're going to, do your job, counting as a ref will do?
I always try to count out a champ. I always try to give a guy a chance, especially if there wasn't a lot of prior damage in the fight, which we had in that fight. There wasn't a lot of damage. So why not give a guy a shot? Because the fans came to see a fight. They didn't come to see me wave it off. They came to see this fight, any fight, go to its natural conclusion. And that's what we have to strive to do as referees. We don't want to get the guy hurt, but we try to get the fight to a natural conclusion where everybody's satisfied that the guy won and the other guy lost.
There you go. If I'm not mistaken, you also ref the Logan Paul KSI, right?
Yeah, man.
Another great event for boxing. After the fight, Logan Paul said he was going to appeal it. He did appeal it. It's saying that Logan Paul appealed it. He wanted to overrule the decision. The commission said that it's going to stay the same. KSI victorious. How was that experience like overall, doing that fight?
First of all, again, this was highly watched. It was the most watched fight on the Zone ever. So I'm really extremely happy because it puts brand new eyes on boxing, and we just probably picked up a lot of boxing fans. And the experience for me was great. Listen, those guys poured their hearts out. I have nothing but the utmost respect for them. But the reality is, they were amateur guys making their first, pro fight.
Correct.
The fight was extremely sloppy with a lot of fouling, and I was trying to navigate on not over officiating and letting the fight flow. But we had spoke in the dressing room, Logan and myself, as well as KSI and myself. And there's certain fouls that you don't do And the mother of all fouls is hitting the guy behind the head. You don't do it, and especially if he's down on the ground. So I had to do what I had to do. I evened out the round. There would have been no difference if I would have nullified the knockdown and took 1 point, or I counted the knockdown and took 2 points. The net outcome is the same. And I want the people to understand, I have nothing but respect for these guys. The pressure that those two guys were under was incredible. You don't even know what was going on the days before. They were being pulled in every direction, and these guys should have been off alone in a room relaxing, but they were trying to give the fans what they wanted. And I want the people to understand the emphasis isn't on me taking points. The emphasis should be on his fouling. So it is what it is, and we can't take it back. We can't change it. And hopefully, if they fight again, that stuff won't happen.
There you go. For this decade is about to conclude. For you, who, in your opinion, who do you think deserves to be recognized as the fighter of the decade? You know, a lot of people have Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo.
I don't know. There's so many great fighters these days, and so many great divisions now. Like you said, you know, you got to add Terrence Crawford to that. You got to add other guys. Andre Ward, he's not fighting anymore, but he was great. There's so many guys. I don't want to commit to one guy.
There you go. Anyways, Rev Jack Reiss, I appreciate everything, your time. We'll see you tonight. I know you're going to do another great job for the fight.
We're going to try.
There you go. Thank you.
It's not, if I don't do a good job, it's not because I'm not trying my hardest.
You got it.
All right, man.
Reiss,
Nice to meet you. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Pleasure.